I'm Bronwyn, and I am marrying a man serving life. This will be my wedding dress that I'll be wearing at the prison.
To accept this call, press 0. This call is from a correction facility.
I was actually just scrolling on TikTok. This prison wife came up and said, like, these guys are looking for pen pals. So I was like, well, maybe I'll just write to a prisoner.
We don't know when he's getting out. My name is Matriana, and I got back with my man after he went to jail. He has a life sentence. He will be.
Okay, but that... Damn, these are all stupid, bro. Okay, so the first one, she didn't know him when he was free. So, if you're marrying a man who you didn't even know was free, like you didn't know when he was free, that's a whole nother ball game right there. And then you're gonna stay with a man who has a life sentence. Bro, this is like this is making me feel like everything I know about a woman is just wrong, bro. It's just like, it making me really realize I don't know nothing, bro. It's really making me think. It's like, oh, okay, if you do this for a woman, you know what I'm saying, wooty woo. It's just like, bro, if she's gonna choose, bro. If she's gonna ride and stay down, she's gonna ride and stay down, bro. Like, come on, bro. All you need to focus on is just being the best version of yourself, because you really can't. You know what I mean? You pick the best one that you have available. You pray about it. You keep it pushing.
Coming home, and I'm certain of that.
Wait, let me hear it again.
And I got back with my man after he went to jail. He has a life sentence. He will be coming home, and I'm certain of that.
So this will be my wedding dress that I'll be wearing at the prison. I still don't even know if I can wear it because I don't know if there's no shoulders allowed. Hi, I'm Bronwyn, and I am marrying a man serving life. This is his ring that he designed, and there's an engravement on the inside that says forever yours. I'm having my honeymoon behind bars. We need a good lawyer. Some comments that I get are pretty hateful. He's in prison. If he's not loyal, then he's playing on the other team. Embarrassing. Seek help.
I've always felt that they should wait to get married.
He could stay in for the rest of his life. There's no set date for his release. The worst thing about it is that we're not free. We are in a jail. It's just a dark and gloomy place to have a celebration. You're limited to what you can do in a maximum penitentiary. We have flowers and...
What? Maximum penitentiary? Damn, bro. It's like, alright, if a nigga going away for 2 years, you can hold it down for 2 years. That's reasonable. Because you like, okay, but after that, like, you have a hope, you know what I mean? A future, you know? Faith is the substance of things, you know, hope for. You know what I mean? A future. He has a plan or future. It's like he's behind bars. There's no, like, different future. This is it. Y'all gonna have to make do with what it is, bro. Like, that's so crazy, bro. Like, we gotta look into the psychology of this shit, man. We have to.
My wedding dress. I've probably spent around $5,000 to $6,000 on our wedding. So I bought this car for my husband because I want him to be mobile when he comes home. I'm hoping that Justin...
Okay, so he's coming home. Alright, cool. Alright, now we talking. He coming home, so we got a hope in the future. That's what I'm talking about. We got a hope in the future.
Get out as soon as possible to drive it, hopefully within 2 to 3, max 4 years. I can't wait till we roll up to Funk.
You bought him a car that you want him to drive 2 to 4 years later? I mean, it's a thought that counts. I don't really think that's the smartest thing, but I suppose.
Together in our his and hers Benzes. If anybody thinks this is a waste of money, I'm not trying to be rude, but it's my money, not yours.
Literally, though. That's facts, though. I didn't even say. I just said my opinion on it. I'm like, oh, you shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Listen, if you wanna, you can do whatever you want with your money. You know what I mean? Let these niggas know.
I met Justin through a mutual friend in 2003. I was asked by my best friend to accompany her to visit one of her, like, her boyfriends back in the day in jail. And I said, I don't want to have anything to...
This is where this shit started, bruh. The company you keep, how, like, where's the, like, this is the shit that always pisses me off, because there's never any mention of a father. It'll be the mother that's there, like, well, sweetie, I don't know if, maybe you guys wait, and it's like, oh, whatever. Like, where's the father, though? Like, I just want to see, though. I just want to see, because there's a correlation, though. Every time we watch one of these videos where the woman is marrying a nigga that's in jail or prison, there's no mention of the father. There's a mother. There's a mother, there's an auntie, there's a sister, older sister, nieces. I just, with a father as, I'm like, okay, I see.
To do with
So, all I gotta do, right, when I have a daughter, and a son for that matter, but a daughter for this situation specifically, if I'm there, if I'm active, you know what I'm saying, in my daughter's life, do you know the advantage I'm giving my daughter? My daughter is up 20 points going into the second half. Going into the post, like, teenage years of her life, she is up so many points because she is gonna have a father that's actively present in her life, bruh. It's just so crazy. Like, when you have certain things, you don't even have to worry about certain issues. Like, when you eat healthy, you don't have to really even worry about diabetes, sticking your finger, counting calories. You just eat with good. Okay, I know this got vitamin Z, vitamin D. Okay, this got vitamin A. We good. I'm not really going to count the calories. I'm going to make sure I exercise once, maybe twice, a day. And we be good. We don't even have to worry about, you know what I'm saying? I don't even have to worry about this. If I'm in my daughter's life actively, I love you. Daddy loves you. Kiss. Kiss. All right. I'll see you when you get home. Bruh, we don't even, there's so many things we don't even have to worry about or discuss. We don't even have to worry about certain things.
She did some convincing. I agreed, and then I went there, and the rest was history. He was always very polite. He was trying to get my number, and I was saying no. I was refusing all of his advances. In his mind, he says that this was the girl I want to marry. I think I just turned 18. I didn't have any interest to be dating someone that was, charged with a criminal offense. So when we left the visit, I was kind of like happy that we left. I was like, oh, thank God that's over with. He kept calling and calling and calling. And then one day I just gave in and I'm like, all right, like this is annoying. I'll talk.
How did he get your number? Somebody, your truth is being omitted, lies, something is off. Because you kept saying, you just said he made advances to get your number and you denied it. And then all of a sudden he's calling you. So there's pieces of the story missing already. So now I don't even believe the story that you're telling. You telling us this, but in reality, she was probably giving him energy. She was like, she's probably flirting with him or whatever, just having fun, saying some, some slick shit. I'm saying, all right, let me get your number. He gave her the number, and then she probably went back with a friend. Like, girl, I'm not talking to him. I was just playing. Anybody, whatever, right? The nigga was consistent, kept calling, right? Every day at 6:15, bro. That's when he get the phone. Every day at 6:15 calling. And then one day she was probably feeling a little low. You know what I mean? Her niggas ain't acting right. He answered the phone, or she answered the phone for him. You know what I mean? And he probably just had a good game, bro. You know what I mean? And he was probably her foundation in a lot of areas, bro. Them niggas that's free, I might miss a call, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, oh, my bad, babe. I was at work. I was taking a nap. I was in the shower. This nigga at 6:15. Hello? How you doing, beautiful? I missed you. I was thinking about you. Yeah. Every day. He not missing a day. Them free niggas. He with another bitch. He hooping. Amen. I was in the church praying. I was playing basketball. I actually had a basketball game. I was talking to my mom. Me and my mom just shopping. Nope. 6:50. Hello? Hey, how you doing? Yep. 6:15 every day, girl. You know I'm gonna be consistent for you. I ain't gonna ever miss a day for you. And that was a ball game after that. And then they probably talking about, oh yeah, we gonna do this in the future. We gonna have this. We gonna do this. Yeah, watch when I get out. Watch. I'm gonna spoil you. Watch. Yeah.
Talk to you. And then he started to ask if he could write me letters, and I agreed. So it took him about 6 months to actually win my heart, and then I almost immediately fell in love with him. We stayed together for a few years. However, we didn't
T-Mac jersey. That's tough.
get to see each other a lot, and we just eventually lost contact. Years later, I was like, well, I wonder what Justin's doing because this relationship kind of sucks that I'm in. And I'm like, that guy was really nice to me. I wonder where he is. 12 and a half years, we had no contact. It's very hard to find somebody in prison, especially when you don't know where they are. And I started talking to this inmate to try to find out where my husband was.
Nah, she's going to work.
One day he called me.
What the fuck was he saying to her that she was looking for a nigga that's in prison? Like, you gotta go down, once you get out of jail, even if you don't, whatever, you gotta go down in the Player Hall of Fame, bruh. You gotta teach a class or something, bruh. Because there's niggas that's free that can't keep a bitch. You could be up in her face, you know what I mean? You don't even have to write her, you could say it to her face, you know what I mean? Like, there's niggas out here free that can't hold a bitch down the way that he did. So, you know what I mean? You can learn from anybody. Now, do I want to learn what he did to get in jail? I don't want to learn from that. I don't need, you know what I mean? Don't tell me, I don't need to know what you did to get there. I'm not trying to duplicate that. But what you did right here with the shorty, who you never even, you saw one time, you was writing letters and she fiending for you, she calling inmates. Like, you know the level of commitment that is? Because, like, you got to think about it, right? This is over, like, a decade down the line, right? So you're like, damn, I wonder what happened to so-and-so. So, right, you could call your friend. You could just be talking, oh, you ever heard of so-and-so? Nah, I don't talk. Oh, okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's low commitment. She's calling inmates. How do you get inmates' numbers? You got to call the prison. Like, what are you doing to get that information? You got to put all of that into context, bruh.
And he's like, oh, I know where your ex is. And he's like, and he's single. I'm like, I'll call you back.
He's in prison.
Wrote him a letter right away.
Duh.
So 2 months went by. I opened the mailbox and I was so shocked, but there was a letter from him. I called him right away and boom, we got engaged 2 weeks later. We have a wedding registry on our Instagram and our TikTok. We've started to receive some gifts, some of the silly little things I asked for, like some lashes. We need these clear bottles when I take stuff into the prison, like shampoo and things like that. Unfortunately, we can't play music. We can't have any banners or any crazy fireworks or anything like that. So today I'm gonna be doing a TikTok live and I'm going to read some of the comments to you guys. How do you get married in prison? It's a big process, but basically you have to get approved by the warden and several other people from the institution. I almost went to jail for evading millions in taxes, but my amazing lawyers got my charges dropped. That's amazing. Can you drop his name in the comments? Because we need a good lawyer. You're amazing. Let's go strong like this. I love all you guys. You guys, again, are my strength. Some of these comments that I get from people on TikTok or Instagram, social media, are pretty hateful. So one in particular, he's in prison. If he's not loyal, then he's playing on the other team. I think it's trauma. It's a fantasy, not reality. But if that works for you, then hey. Oh, you poor thing. I hope you didn't regret the time you've invested in this relationship. I've responded to a lot of these on my TikTok. I really want to tell them my genuine answer and see if they can see it from my side. Sometimes I do turn their opinions around. Your whole Instagram personality is someone proud for dating a jailbird that can't even support his family because he's behind walls. Embarrassing. You need a real man. I always get comments saying, what can he do for you? What's wrong with you? Seek help. There's a lot of people that ask me to hook them up with prisoners. They're not all built the same.
There's a lot of people asking to hook me up with prisoners. Okay, so here's the thing, right? If you're not getting no play, right, we gotta just reevaluate everything, because it's like, okay, like I want to drive this point home. There's niggas who don't have their freedom that's getting requested. And so you have your freedom, yet when you put in a request, you get denied. So we got to start from scratch. We got the game fucked up.
I feel like the love that me and Justin has is a very healthy, real, non-toxic love that does deserve to be shared, because that kind of love doesn't exist anymore. I don't want young girls to go and be with men in prison just because they think everybody's like Justin. Everybody's not like Justin. I promise you that. I've been there. So babe, how are you feeling? I know our wedding's coming up.
I'll tell you, I'm like excited more than anything, right? right? Like, everything that I said to you 21 years ago is coming to fruition now. I'm excited that finally we're gonna get to be together. Finally.
I'm a little overwhelmed because I am doing this all on my own, but this is a dream come true. I feel like I'm in a fairy tale, and I just can't wait.
You know, you're smart.
What I will say, bro, if you do her wrong, bro, when you get out, just don't. Like, let's not even take it there. Just don't.
You're funny, and you just are the person that I know I was meant to be with, and I never let go of that.
We're so corny.
I love you because you love me so much. You know, I think the judgment that would be most unfair is like, what can a guy in my position have to offer you? I think people unfairly judge me for that because it's not all about material, right?
Right, and it's so hard to explain that to people who've never really been in love, because your love is worth your weight in gold. You know what I mean? I would still be with you over somebody with money that doesn't treat me properly.
How long we've known each other, we've never spent the night alone together.
No.
It's so much, man. Like, it's crazy.
It is, really, really is.
It shows the strength of our relationship, right?
Facts.
They just told me again right now, so I gotta go right
All right, I love you.
Okay.
I'll
All
talk
right,
to
I
you
love you.
later. Yeah,
Damn.
see, that's what sucks, is that a call could just end just like that, abruptly. So that's some of the consequences of being in a relationship in prison.
So I'm only allowed to have 2 guests at my wedding, and
But I think it's more so like it's more of a genuine question. Like, what is he offering you? Right? Because there's an idea like, okay, you know, you gotta have money, or you gotta be handsome, you gotta be this, you doing her love language, XYZ, like, not even like in a disrespectful way, like, literally, what is he offering you? Like, you're a free woman who has access to free men. I mean, I don't think you have niggas beating down your door, but again, you do have a vagina. And, you know, once you got that, you know what I mean? You're not hideous. And, you know, seem, you know, pretty coherent, no disabilities. So, like, what is he doing that nobody else in this free world can or has been able to give you? Like, that's really the
she's
question.
coming over really soon, and I'm gonna ask her to be my bridesmaid.
I've kind of always felt that they should wait to get married until, you know, Justin comes home and they can have, you know, the proper wedding that they both deserve. You know, your wedding day is supposed to be the most beautiful day of your life, and I just feel that it being in jail for both of them is just very limited. So can I expect an open bar? You know, are we gonna have dancing? How is this supposed to
No,
look?
you're not.
Oh my God,
Paint
I
this
would.
picture for me.
I would be the first person to have the open bar at the wedding, but we can't have any alcohol. We can't have. I mean, we can dance if we want to, but I don't know if there's going to be music. Maybe the guard will be nice and put on his cell phone for us.
Aww.
I don't know, but it's going to kind of be like, you know, just a very, you know, just close few people together eating some cake and just, you know, giving each other hugs and making some laughs.
Amen,
What the
bruh.
honeymoon is gonna look like?
Man, that's really what it's about in this life, man. There's people who have billions of dollars that, you know what I mean, that don't have that. They don't have loved ones around them to share cake and share laughs and hugs, and genuine energy with. So, you know, let's not overlook that.
You guys have planned.
Well, we get our own house, which is good. It's connected to like there's other inmates staying. I'm gonna just get to see him behind the scenes instead of guards behind him and instead of kids screaming in a visiting room. Yeah. So we're just gonna enjoy every single day as much as we can.
So I want
Amen.
to thank you for changing my brother's life. You have sparked that motivation and drive to come home, and he's gonna have a good home to come home to.
Thank you, TJ. I'm so glad I get to be a part of your guys' family. You have no idea. So TJ, I don't know how this is gonna work because it's a prison wedding, but Justin wanted me to ask you, we've been wanting to ask you for a long time, if you will be my maid of honor.
Yes, I would love that. I would love to do that for you. Absolutely.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I hope the episode is this long because they're gonna show what happens when he gets out, bruh. Like, let me see that.
I think this relationship works because we have a history. We trust
liked
each
Pink,
other.
huh?
We both have this deep understanding for each other. It's just all love. It's literally what you see in movies. If you think that's fake, it's not. It's out there. I know for sure that this is what real love is.